I got claws. I can use them. X-Men. Sorry, wait, glasses. Hold on. X-Men Days of Future Past. The second trailer is finally out. I was about to turn in and go to sleep. Or shave, one of the two. But the trailer is up. I don't actually have internet right now, so I'm doing a little bit of reworking, tethering my phone, so I can't give you my full reaction upon how the graphics and such, because I had to get the trailer at a low resolution. But nevertheless, I'm looking forward to it, so I wanted to watch it before I go to sleep, and I will try to upload this video as soon as I can find a port or somewhere I can cipher some internet to upload the HD video. That being said, looking very forward to this trailer. Should I tell you my theory before or after the trailer? I'll just tell you now. I want the X-Men movie, this X-Men movie, to do well. Very well. I know a lot of fans are kind of burnt out with Fox. Is it Fox? Yeah, Fox doing X-Men movies, and they want the rights to go back to Marvel. Never going to happen, by the way. But here's my theory about this with the X-Men Days of Future Past. This is going to be the most riskiest and scariest type of movie to put out in terms of a superhero film. And I'll tell you why. Because it's giving two different timelines, and there's so much information that people I would think, need to know. Stepping into this, you're going to have to know about the old X-Men movies. You're going to have to know about the new X-Men movies. And it's so risky because time travel is such it's hard for people to follow. I mean, a good, and even another example is like Inception. It wasn't time travel, but it was so much you had to kind of keep up with what was going on. And for the general public, that can get very confusing. So, Days of Future Past is, I think, no different with time jumping. I've never read the book myself. I remember watching the animated story, and that was the animated adaptation of it, and that was great. But this is pretty crazy to have a full cast on both sides coming back, if only a bit for just a minute or so. And I want this to do well. The reason why, and believe it or not, this has to do with DC movies. And here's my theory about this. Because Avengers did so well, all the, this was Marvel's biggest risk, all the other studios, Sony was like, oh my god, what can we do to make our own Avengers style movie, billion-dollar movie. Fox was like, oh my god, what can we do? And so from the Fox, you're going to get all the X-Men movies and X-Force and all that other stuff. Sony, as they already announced, Spider-Man, Sinister Six, Venom spin-off. So they're all, since nobody actually wants to do what the fans want and just combine a three-way deal to make the ultimate Marvel movie, we're going to get these like crossover, kind of small universe type crossover movies I'm expecting within the next 5 to 7 years. This being said, I want X-Men Days of Future Past to do well, not just for the X-Men franchise, but for DC. What are you talking about? Basically, if something as complicated as Days of Future Past can get pulled off, that leaves a whole new world of what I think is DC's biggest strength, is their multiverse. New 52, Earth 2, Crisis on 2 Earths, blah, blah, blah. Well, you know what I'm talking about, right? So, Injustice is another one. One of the main reasons Injustice is so popular, you can pick different versions of your favorite character. I don't like Superman, but I love like the other versions of Superman. So, I want X-Men Days of Future Past to do well, because I think actually that would kind of give DC an excuse to do what they're kind of good at in terms of storytelling, and just start broadening things. Could you imagine? Just hypothetically speaking, could you imagine Ben Affleck and Christian Bale both playing Batman in a different type of world? Who's a Roth guy and Henry Cavill. Like, just this weird, crazy smorgasbord thing with all these high caliber actors doing something like Days of Future Past, but a DC style story, which again I think is their biggest strength. And even now, their biggest in the comics, their biggest crossover right now is Forever Evil, a third world. So, anyways. Sorry about that rant. I'll put a link later in the description where you can skip my little rant. And let's get into it. X-Men Days of Future Past. Pop me up. And here we go. Action.
So many battles waged over the years. And yet, none of them like this. Are we destined to destroy each other? Or can we change who we are and unite? Is the future truly set?
Whoa, Storm.
Mutants, we now find ourselves on the edge of extinction. You'll need to go into the past to end this war before it ever begins.
I like that, director. Thank God he's back.
Bring the X-Men together.
Yes.
It's going to take the two of us, side by side at a time when we couldn't be further apart.
You took the things that mean the most to me.
Maybe you should have fought harder for them. There is a new enemy out there. Mutants. You'll need a new weapon for this war.
I know what I have to do. It's us or them.
All those years wasted fighting each other, Charles.
I watched a lot of people die. Friends.
We've been given a second chance.
Guide us. Lead us.
I don't want your future!
Wow.
We were supposed to protect them!
You're afraid. I remember.
Nice. All right. What could I say about that movie? What I just watched here. Checking to see if anything more is showing up. No, that was it. Okay. Days of Future Past. Something that just occurred to me when I was watching this movie, this trailer. It seems to me like a lot of Singer trailers have never really stood out as being like, oh my god, like that, right? It's just always been this kind of like sublime sort of feeling like it's gonna be good. I have no doubt it's going to be a good movie, but it's gonna be kind of serious as well. That was a pretty serious trailer and nothing like super action packed, so that's interesting. I never noticed that until recently. It's until I started doing these type of trailer reactions. It's like it's not really something that makes you go, "Oh my god!" But it looks really good, though. That's the main thing. Like, I kind of compare it very similar to Nolan. Nolan's trailers, and specifically the Dark Knight trailer or Inception, is when you're watching it, unless you're a super hardcore fan of Batman, you're just like, alright, wow, this is going to be a serious, fairly dark movie. So, no, I still like what I saw, so nothing really popped out. I did see Colossus, that was kind of cool. Iceman. Looks like Pyro is back or doing his thing, so that's cool. Seems like the Sentinels, I are kind of like Nimrod, or my X-Men history is so messed up, but like these future Sentinels that were kind of liquid are like more, I don't know. But no, it looks really, the Sentinels look really cool. So overall, I like it, and Peter Dinklage in it, that's gonna be cool as well. Anyways, I might have to go back and watch X-Men First Class again, because it seems like there's some stuff I need to remember. I wasn't a big fan of First Class. I thought it was okay at best, but maybe I need to go back and watch it, because it looks like it's going to focus a lot with those two characters that played Professor X and Magneto, respectively. Anyways, okay, I think I'm going to go shave now. And you might have noticed, but the background's a little different, right? Yeah, so I moved. And I'll give you more information about that later. But until the always debatable Batman vs. Superman trailer comes out, I shall keep my reactions honest. Always. Goodbye.